Tay gets emotional watching Travis Kelce make stunning wedding decision. The room was quiet in a way that felt almost sacred. No cameras, no flashing lights, no roaring crowd. Just soft afternoon light spilling through the windows, the distant hum of the city, and Taylor Swift sitting still, her hands folded, her heart racing faster than she wanted to admit. She didn't know exactly what Travis Kelce was about to say. She only knew something was coming. For weeks, there had been signs, small, easy-to-miss moments that felt different. Travis had grown thoughtful in a way that wasn't loud or playful like usual, not distant, just deliberate. The kind of calm that comes when someone has already made up their mind. And now, as she watched him stand across the room, adjusting his sleeve, breathing in slowly like he was grounding himself, Taylor felt that familiar ache in her chest. The one that comes when love and fear exist in the same breath. A silence that said everything. Travis didn't rush. That alone told her this wasn't casual. He looked at her the way he always did when he was serious. Not like a superstar, not like an NFL icon, but like a man stripped down to his truth. No audience. No performance. "I've been thinking," he finally said, voice low but steady. Taylor nodded, though she felt her throat tighten. She'd written thousands of songs, faced millions of people, stood on stages that shook stadiums. But in this moment, she felt more exposed than ever. He continued, "Not about a wedding day, not about headlines, not about timelines people expect." Her heart skipped. "I've been thinking about what kind of forever actually feels right." That was when it hit her. Her eyes shimmered instantly, emotion rising fast and unfiltered. She pressed her lips together, trying not to interrupt, trying to stay present, but the tears came anyway. The decision no one expected. Travis took a step closer. "I don't want a spectacle," he said. "I don't want something that feels like we're doing it for the world." Taylor inhaled sharply. "I want something quiet, intentional, somewhere that belongs to us, not to anyone else's expectations." Her breath caught. "I want to wake up that morning knowing it's just about love, not pressure, not noise. Just you choosing me and me choosing you." The tears finally spilled. Taylor covered her mouth, shaking her head softly as if she couldn't believe what she was hearing. For so long, people had tried to write her story for her. How love should look, how commitment should feel, how her ending should be packaged. And here he was, erasing all of it. Tay's emotional break. She stood up slowly, every step toward him heavy with feeling. When she reached him, she didn't speak right away. She just rested her forehead against his chest, letting herself cry the way she rarely allowed herself to. "These are happy tears," she whispered through a laugh that cracked in the middle. Travis wrapped his arms around her instantly, holding her like he understood the weight of everything she'd been carrying for years. "I know," he said softly. "That's why I made the decision this way." She pulled back just enough to look at him, eyes red, face glowing with raw emotion. "You're choosing peace," she said. "You're choosing us over the noise." He nodded. Every time. Why this moment changed everything for Taylor. This wasn't just about a wedding. It was about finally being seen, not as a symbol, not as a headline, not as a narrative, but as a woman who wanted something real, something steady, something honest. This wasn't a grand announcement. This wasn't a public declaration. This was a private promise. And somehow that made it bigger than anything the world could have imagined. She laughed through her tears, wiping her cheeks. "I don't think you can realize," she said, voice trembling, "how long I've waited for someone to choose love this way." Travis smiled, brushing a tear away with his thumb. "I do," he replied. "That's why I'm not rushing it. I'm protecting it. A love that feels like home." As they stood there, holding each other in the quiet aftermath of the decision, it felt less like a dramatic turning point and more like a deep exhale after years of holding their breath. No rush, no pressure, no performance. Just two people choosing intention over expectation. And as Taylor leaned into him again, eyes closed, heart full, one thing was clear. This wasn't the wedding decision anyone expected, but it was exactly the one she'd been waiting for. Tay gets emotional, watching Travis Kelce make stunning wedding decision. What started as an ordinary evening quickly transformed into one of the most emotionally charged moments fans could never have imagined. In a scene that felt straight out of a movie, equal parts tender, dramatic, and breathtaking, Taylor Swift was left visibly emotional as she watched Travis Kelce make a wedding-related decision so bold, so unexpected, that it sent shockwaves through everyone present. This wasn't just a quiet conversation behind closed doors. This was a moment that unfolded in real time, layered with meaning, vulnerability, and a depth of commitment that left Taylor struggling to hold back tears. A night that felt different from the start. Those close to the couple later whispered that Taylor sensed something unusual long before the moment arrived. Travis had been calm, but different. Not distant, not nervous, just focused. The kind of focus that signals a life-altering decision is about to be made. Taylor, known for her emotional intuition, reportedly felt her heart racing. She smiled, laughed, and tried to stay present, but deep down, something told her this night would change everything. She had no idea how big that change would be. The moment Travis made his move. As the room settled and attention subtly shifted, Travis stood up, not rushed, not shaky, grounded, confident, intentional. And then he spoke. Not loudly, not dramatically, but with a quiet certainty that instantly commanded attention. He spoke about forever, about choosing one person every single day, about building something that lasts beyond headlines, seasons, or applause. Taylor froze. Her smile softened. Her eyes welled up. This wasn't just a romantic gesture. This was a decision that made it clear Travis wasn't just thinking about love. He was thinking about marriage in a way that felt real, imminent, and unshakable. Taylor's emotional reaction. Pure, unfiltered, real. As Travis continued, Taylor's composure slowly gave way to emotion. She looked down, then back up at him, eyes shimmering. Those nearby noticed her hands trembling slightly as she pressed them together, trying to steady herself. This wasn't performative emotion. This was overwhelming love colliding with disbelief. At one point, Taylor reportedly covered her mouth, tears spilling freely, not from sadness, but from the sheer weight of the moment. The realization that the man she loves was making such a powerful, public, and heartfelt wedding decision hit her all at once. Fans would later describe it as the most human we've ever seen her. Why this decision shocked everyone. What stunned people wasn't just that Travis made a wedding-related decision, but how he did it. There was no flashy spectacle, no forced theatrics, no pressure. Instead, he chose certainty. He chose clarity. He chose to make it known, through words and intention, that he wasn't waiting for the perfect time or the right moment. He was choosing now, choosing her, choosing the future they've been quietly building together. That level of decisiveness, that's what caught everyone off guard. Everything after Travis finished speaking, there was a brief silence. Not awkward, sacred. Taylor stood up slowly, tears still flowing, and walked straight into his arms. No words, no need for them. That embrace lasted longer than expected, as if neither wanted to let go of the gravity of what had just happened. People in the room later said it felt like time paused. Fans react. This is endgame energy. Within hours, fans online were buzzing with emotion. Even without official details, the energy of the moment spoke volumes. This is endgame behavior. That wasn't a maybe. That was a decision. You can tell she wasn't expecting it, and that made it even more beautiful. Many pointed out how Taylor's reaction wasn't surprise alone. It was relief, joy, and validation all at once. What this moment really means. This wasn't about rings or dates or announcements. It was about intent. Travis didn't just hint at a future, he claimed it. And Taylor, overwhelmed by the sincerity of that choice, responded with raw emotion that reminded everyone why love, when it's real, doesn't need perfection. It just needs honesty. Whether or not the world knows the details yet, one thing is clear. This moment marked a turning point. And Taylor's tears weren't just emotional, they were the tears of someone realizing she's standing exactly where she's meant to be.